Hello student, in previous class I discussed about different formula for calculation of the equivalent mass. I have also carried out some problems to the formula. These are the problems and the solution. There are 8 problems I have covered in the previous class. Now in this class I will explain about the Dalton's atomic theory. There are different atomic theory proposed by different scientists. At first, I will discuss about the Dalton's atomic theory. After that, I will cover about the Rutherford atomic model. Next, Bohr's atomic models. These are some significant atomic theory to explain the structure of atom, composition of atoms, and some points related to the atoms. What are the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory? According to Dalton, matter is made of extremely small particle called atom. If if you will break an atom, if you will break the matter, then the matter is made by different molecules. Maybe same types of molecules, maybe different types of molecules. If you want to break the molecule again, then a small particle is found that is said to be atom. At- the word atom is derived from the word atomos, which means indivisible. So, as per the Dalton's atomic theory, matter is made of extremely small particle called atom. So, as per the according to Dalton, if you will break the matter, then an extremely small particle will found at last. That this is called atom. There are different types of elements, and there are different atoms as per the different elements. Suppose I will take atoms of the same elements. They are generally identical in shape, size, mass, and also in properties. Suppose I will take oxygen atom A and oxygen atom B. As per the Daltons, according to Dalton, the shape, size, mass, and also property of A oxygen atom is same with the shape, size, mass, and also property. Property means chemical and physical property of atom. Oxygen atom B, that means atoms of the same element. If you will take atoms of the same element, if you want to check the shape of atoms of the element, then obviously they are same in size, same in the shape, they are same in size, mass, and also in chemical and physical property according to Dalton's atomic theory. But remember this postulate after discover of isotopes and isobar, it is seen that it have some limitation. It is not applicable to all the cases. It is in case of isotope, it is not possible. In case of isobar also, the atoms of the same area. In case of isotope, it is not possible. After Dalton's atomic theory, I will clearly explain in the upcoming chapter how this postulate is invalid for all the case. Similarly, if you want to take atoms of different elements, suppose you will take an oxygen atom, and another it is your nitrogen atom. According to the Dalton's atomic theory, the shape of oxygen atom is not same with the shape of nitrogen atom. The size of oxygen atom is not same with the size of nitrogen atom. The mass of oxygen is not same with the mass of the nitrogen atom. And also the chemical and physical property of oxygen is also not same with the chemical and physical property of nitrogen. Next point is atom take part in the chemical reaction. If you think about an chemical reaction, suppose hydrogen react with oxygen give water. This is a chemical reaction. The formula here we can, if you want to balance here, 2H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. Actually, the chemical equation is written in a stable form. Atom is some atoms are stable and some atoms are unstable. But if you think about the molecules, then the molecules more are stable. So remember an important point: the chemical equation is always written in the molecular form because we generally support the stability of a species. So as per the equation, you can think about the equation. If you think about the equation, then the equation must be written in the stable form. Some atoms are also stable, so they are written in also in the chemical equation as a unique part, but some equations are written in the molecular form. But if you will think about the chemical reaction activity, that is your reactivity, generally the chemical reaction is possible due to the atom, not the molecules. So if you think about the equation, they are always written in the molecular form, but actually the molecule undergoes breakdown, forms atoms, and that atom undergoes reactions. So the chemical reaction always controlled. The chemical reaction always takes place by an atom. Next, atom of same or different element combine in the simple whole number ratio to form compound atom. That is your molecule. As per this point, I can explain. Take an example. Suppose you will think about the water molecules. Say, suppose you will take the water molecule. Here, three atoms are present. Remember the important point. Here three atom is present, two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. But if you think about the number of element in water, two elements are present. Here two element is present. One is a hydrogen element, another is the oxygen element. Now look at the point. Atoms of the same or different element. Maybe the molecule made by same atom or maybe made by different atom. Look at that here. Two type of atoms are used. One is your hydrogen atom and another is your oxygen atom. If you think about the ozone, O3, here ozone is also a molecule, but a oxygen atom is used here. Only single type of atom, that is your oxygen, is used. But if you will think about the water molecule, here two types of atoms are present, but totally three atoms. So there is a two hydrogen, one oxygen. But if you think about the type of atom, two type of atom is present. If you will think about the molecule, every molecule have a fixed ratio, that is your whole number ratio. Whole number ratio. Look at the point. How I will explain. If you will think about the water molecule, the formula is your H2O. There are two hydrogen atom, one oxygen atom. If you will think about the formation of water, then they have a fixed ratio. They have also a number ratio and also they are fixed ratio by mass. If you think about the number of atom, here the hydrogen and oxygen ratio is your 2 is to 1. If you think about the mass, here one hydrogen atom having atomic mass is your 1. There are two hydrogen atom. So here the total atom mass is your 2. If you think about the oxygen having atomic mass is your 8. If you will find the ratio of hydrogen and oxygen as per the mass, then here you can write 2 is to 8, that is your 1 is to 4. Sorry, here the atomic mass of oxygen is your 16, not 8. 8 is the atomic number, 16 is the atomic mass. So here I can write 2 is to 16. that is your 1 is to 8. I will again explain. If you think about the ratio, composition of water molecule, if you think about the ratio, the water molecule have a ratio in number, that is your 2 is to 1, that is your hydrogen oxygen ratio. If you think about the hydrogen oxygen ratio in mass, then that is your 1 is to 8. For the composition of the water molecule, it is highly necessary to maintain the hydrogen oxygen ratio by mass, that is your 1 is to 8. If we will change any thing, then there is no possibility of formation of the water molecule. For a particular molecule, a particular ratio is given, and the ratio must be whole number ratio. This cannot be a fraction. That means I am talking about this. You cannot see as per the Dalton theory. You can think about, you do not think about the ratio like 1.5 is to 2. You cannot use the fraction 1.5 is to 3. This is your 1.1 ratio to 1.5 ratio 3. You cannot find such type of thing as per the Dalton's atomic theory. Nowadays, there are some molecules are found which are present in the fraction form, but as per the Dalton's atomic theory, as per the Dalton's concept, the molecules are made by atoms of same element, and also there is also another condition is that is your simple whole number ratio. As per the Dalton's atomic theory, without simple whole number ratio in the atoms, you cannot able to form a molecule. So again, I will read: atoms of the same or different element combine in the simple whole number ratio to form the compound atom. That is, after a few days, the compound atom is considered as the molecules. Next postulate is atoms can neither be created nor destroyed in physical change or chemical change. Suppose if you want to take an oxygen atom, as per the Dalton atomic theory, if you want to again break to the oxygen atom, then it is not possible. It is the smallest particle as per the Dalton's atomic theory. But after few years, various scientists also proposed different theory. They said that atom undergoes breakdown to form subatom. That is your electron, proton, neutron. In the upcoming period, I will explain about the subatomic particle, that is your electron, proton, neutron. But as per the Dalton atomic theory, you cannot able to form an atom by using any constituent particles. That means atom is the simplest particles. Next is you cannot create an atom by using any constituent particles. You cannot form an atom in both physical change or chemical change. Changing the by using the chemical reaction, you cannot able to form an atom, and also by using physical change, you cannot also able to form an atom. So as per Dalton atomic theory, atoms can neither be created nor destroyed in physical or chemical change. Next, atom of an element can be transferred into atoms of other element. If you think about the oxygen atom, always according to the Dalton atomic theory, oxygen atom is always present in the oxygen atom. It cannot be transferred into nitrogen atom. It cannot transfer into the carbon atom. But remember, after a few years, it is said that these postulates are having some limitation. These postulates are not applicable to all the examples. Nowadays, atom can be one atom transferred to another atom by using nuclear reactions, and now atom can be destroyed. Now atom can be created. So these are the preliminary points here. These are Dalton atomic the initial theory. Discuss about the structure composition of atoms. Sorry, the composition of atom. It does not give the structure of atom. Again, I will repeat the postulate. Matter is made of extremely small particle called atom. Atom is the smallest particle. As for the Dalton's atomic theory, if you think about the postulate, second postulates, that means atom of the same element are identical in shape, size, mass, and also in properties. Atoms of different element are not identical in shape, size, mass, or property. This is the third postulate. An atom take part in the chemical reaction. Remember, you write the chemical reaction in molecular form, but actually atom take part in the chemical reaction. Next, atoms of the same or element combine in simple whole number ratio to form compound atom. That means, as per the Dalton's atomic theory, every molecule is made by atoms of same or different element, and they have a fixed ratio, and fixed ratio must be a simple whole number ratio. Next postulate is atoms can neither be created nor destroyed in physical or chemical change. Next is the atoms of an element can be transferred into atoms of other element. These are the few postulates regarding about the atoms. It is proposed by Daltons. Next, I will see about what are the limitations regarding about the Dalton's atomic theory. Actually, it said that atoms participate in the chemical reactions, but it cannot explain the cause of chemical reactions. Only said atom participate in the chemical reaction, but how the reaction is possible? Why the atoms wants to take chemical combination? They have an tendency to combine with each other to form a molecules. They cannot Daltons cannot explain the cause of combination. So this is the first failure. This is the limit one demerits of Dalton's atomic theory. Next, in the second limitation is it fails to explain the law of gaseous volume. I will explain the law of gaseous volume in the upcoming classes. For this class, you only remember that it fails to explain the law of gaseous volume. Next, it does not provide an idea about the isotope and isobar. Isotopes, you will think about isotopes. What is isotopes? Isotopes means having having different having different atomic mass, having different atomic mass but same atomic number. This is your said to be isotopes. If you think about carbon having different isotope C6, C12, C613, C614. These are different isotopes of carbon. Similarly, you can think about isobar. Isobar means having different atomic number, having different atomic number but same atomic mass. Take you can take example. If you will think about the carbon having an having that is your 14, nitrogen having also atomic mass is your 14. But if you will think about the carbon, that is your having atomic number is your 7, sorry 6, but nitrogen having 7. Look at that. If you will think about the isotope means having different atomic mass but same atomic number. Isobar means different atomic number but same atomic mass. I have taken the example of isotope C6H12. C613, C614. Here the atomic number, that is your all having 6, but they having different mass, that is your 12, 13, 14. So here the three species C12, C13, C14 are said to be the isotopes of each other. But if you think about the isobar, different atoms having they have different atomic number but same atomic mass. Look at that here, carbon and nitrogen are said to be isobar. Carbon, both carbon and nitrogen having the atomic mass, that is your 14, but it having different atomic number, that is your 6 and 7. The Dalton's atomic theory does not explain such type of isotopes and isobars. It is the failure of the atomic theory. If we will think about the isotope and isobar, then here 2 points Dalton's have given, that atoms of the same element are identical in shape, size, mass, and also in property. This is the failure of the Dalton atomic theory. As per the isotopes, because atoms of same element are different in their mass. That is your thing about the carbon having, that is your 12, carbon having 13, carbon having 14. This is the after discovery of the isotopes, this point is invalid for all the case, because the three atoms 12, 13, 14, they are belongs to the same element, that is your carbon, but they having different mass. But as per the postulates of Dalton theory, the atoms of same element are identical in the mass, also size, shape, but it is invalid for this case. So after discover of isotope, this point is invalid. Next, atoms of different elements are not identical in shape, size, mass, or property. Look at that. If you think about the nitrogen and carbon, nitrogen having atomic mass, that is your 14, carbon having also an species, that is your also having mass, that is your 14. Here the mass is the same, but they are belongs to different elements. But as per the Dalton's atomic theory, here a point is given, atoms of different elements. But you look at that, here nitrogen and carbon are different elements. There are two atoms I have taken. Here for the postulate is given, atoms of different elements are not identical in the mass, but here the mass is the same, so they are identical. So after discover of the isobar, this point is invalid. So next I will go to the limitation. Again, I will repeat what are the first limitation. It does not explain the cause of chemical combination. Second is, it fails to explain the gaseous volume. Third is, it does not provide any idea about the isotopes and isobars. Next, it does not give concept of the structure of atom, because after Dalton atomic theory, I will explain about the Rutherford atomic theory. Next step, I will explain about the Bohr's atomic theory. If you think about the Bohr's atomic model, then it gives the structure of atom, how the constituent particles of atom are present in the atom. That means I am talking about the what are the arrangement of the subatomic particle in the atom. So this is one type of one failure of Dalton's atomic theory. It does not give any concept of the structure of atom. Next, it cannot clearly distinguish between atom and molecule. Actually, it said that the atoms are from the compound atom, not the molecules. They are the ratio. There must be maintained a whole number ratio as per the Dalton atomic theory. Exactly, it does not clearly give an idea about the clear distinction between atom. Five limitation. Next, it incorrectly assumes that atoms of one element can be transferred into atoms of another element. Actually, nowadays due to nuclear reaction, you can transfer one atoms of one element to atoms of different element. So after nuclear reaction, so this postulate is also invalid. These are the few limitations regarding about the Dalton's atomic. Again, I will explain what are the limitation. First point, it does not explain the cause of chemical combination. Second, it fails to explain the law of gaseous volume. Third, it does not provide any idea about the isotopes and isobar. It does not give any concept of the structure of atom. Next, it cannot clearly distinguish between atoms and a molecule. Next, it incorrectly assume that atoms of one element can be transferred into atoms of another element. These are the points, few limitation of Dalton's atomic theory. Next, I will explain about the new concept, that is your Berzelius hypothesis. As for the Berzelius hypothesis, before going to the statement, I want to give an example. Suppose I will take a reaction, that is your reaction between hydrogen and chlorine, that is your H2, another hydrogen H2, another is your chlorine. When hydrogen and chlorine undergoes reaction, it gives HCl. As per the Berzelius hypothesis, suppose if I will take one volume of hydrogen, and if I have taken also one volume of chlorine at the same condition of temperature and pressure. Suppose hydrogen having the temperature is your x degree, pressure is your y atm. If I want to think about the chlorine having also x degree centigrade temperature and y atm pressure, not atom. This is your atm. Then, as per the Berzelius hypothesis, it is seen that equal volume. Here I have taken one volume. Here also one volume. That means hydrogen and chlorine are having equal volume. Equal volume of all gases. Here I have to think about the hydrogen and chlorine. They having under also similar condition of temperature and pressure. Here also agree. Here the pressure is your y atm. Here also the pressure is your y atm. Then, as per the Berzelius concept, both gas contain equal number of atoms. That means, suppose hydrogen contain suppose 10 atom, the chlorine must also contain 10 atoms. As per the Berzelius hypothesis, again I will repeat. Suppose I will take one volume of hydrogen, one volume of chlorine. Here the volume of both hydrogen and chlorine are same. If the hydrogen and chlorine are present in the same temperature and same pressure, then according to Berzelius hypothesis, it is seen that both hydrogen and chlorine having the same number of atoms. Similarly, you will think about the HCl. If HCl atom is present under the same temperature and pressure, then the HCl atom also contain equal number of atoms. And let me explain what is actually Berzelius hypothesis. I have taken an example, that is your hydrogen plus chlorine gives hydrogen chloride. This is the reaction between hydrogen and hydrogen chloride. If you want to balance this equation, actually H2, I have taken H2 plus Cl2. H2 plus Cl2 gives what? HCl. If you want to balance this equation, then you will see that here you multiply 2 HCl. That means H2 plus Cl2 gives you 2 HCl. Actually, this is the exact reaction. That means, as per the balanced chemical equation, here I can write one volume of hydrogen, because here one H2 is given. Similarly, I have taken one volume of chlorine. Similarly, here I have taken two volume. As for the balancing, you can write such type of thing. If you think about, suppose here 3 HCl will be found, then you can write here 3 volume. Suppose here 5H2 is used, here you will write 5 volume. Suppose here no, 2 chlorine 2 Cl2 is given, you can write 2 volume. After balancing, you clearly identify, you can clearly write the volume. Since one hydrogen atom is present, so here I have written one volume. Here two chlorine is given, so here I have written one volume of chlorine. Since here 2 HCl is given, so I have taken 2 volume of hydrogen chloride. According to the Berzelius hypothesis, equal volume of gaseous present similar condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of atoms. That means if one volume of hydrogen carry, suppose if one volume of hydrogen carry n atoms, that means here you can say that n atoms of chlorine, because according to Berzelius hypothesis, equal volume, that means one volume of hydrogen is taken, here also one volume of chlorine is taken. If one volume of hydrogen carry n atom, then obviously as per the Berzelius concept, one volume of chlorine also carry n atoms of chlorine atom. Similarly, if we'll think about the hydrogen chloride here, if we'll think about the hydrogen chloride, one volume of hydrogen chloride must carry n atom, n compound atom. This is your n compound atom. Clear? Here, since here two volume is given, so here you can write two n compound atom. Again, I will repeat, here one volume of hydrogen, one volume of chlorine is taken and gives two volume of hydrogen chloride. Let one volume of all gases carry n atoms, then I can write n atom of hydrogen react with n atom of chlorine gives two n compound atom. This is the Berzelius hypothesis compound. If you take 5 volume, then here you can write 5n. Suppose if you take 2 volume of chlorine, here you can write 2 n atom of chlorine. Suppose if you take 6 volume of hydrogen, here you can take 6n atom. Now, if you look at that, n atom of hydrogen combined with n atom of chlorine gives 2 compound atom of hydrogen chloride. Suppose I will divide all by n. Then here I can write n atom divided by n, that is for hydrogen. Next, if you think about chlorine, here also you can write n atom divided by n. For HCl, you can write here 2n divided by n. If you cancel, here I can n and cancel, here also n and cancel, here n and also cancel, you can write that one atom of hydrogen combined with one atom of chlorine form two compound atom. If you think about take half atom, suppose again I will divide by 2. Here I can divide one atom divided by 2. Here also I can divide one atom by 2. Here also I can divide two compound atom divided by 2. Divide by 2. You will divide by every species by 2. Then here you can write half atom plus half atom of chlorine gives you one compound atom. From the above discussion, it is clear that one compound atom of HCl is formed by half atom of hydrogen and half atom of chlorine. From this concept, here we can say that finally it is seen that here look at that half atom of hydrogen combined with half atom of chlorine gives you one compound atom. So from this example, you can write from the above it is clear that one compound atom of HCl is formed from half atom of hydrogen. Yes, look at that, here half atom is hydrogen is given, here also half atom of chlorine is given. So here you can say that again I will repeat, from the above it is clear that One compound atom of HCl is formed from half atom of hydrogen and half atom of chlorine. But according to Dalton's atomic theory, an atom is the smallest individual particle and cannot be broken further. Hence, it is impossible to get half atom. But above reaction shows the possibility of one compound atom of hydrogen. Due to this contradiction, this hypothesis is rejected. Dalton's atomic theory. Just recently, I have seen some points. Look at that. Matter is made of extremely small particle called atom. As per the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory, matter is made of extremely small particle that is called atom. That means atom cannot be divisible. Here also another postulate is given. Atom cannot be created nor destroyed in physical change or chemical change. If you will give priority more priority to the Dalton atomic theory, and if you will apply the Dalton's atomic theory in Bernoulli's hypothesis, then look at that. Here, in this example, here half atom of hydrogen, half atom of chlorine is used for the formation of one compound atom. That means your atom undergoes breakdown because you will take half atom of hydrogen and half atom of chlorine. After breaking, you will think about half atom. If you take one atom of hydrogen, if you will break the hydrogen atom, then you can able to find out half atom of hydrogen. Similarly, if you will take one chlorine atom, if you will break the chlorine atom, then you will find half atom of chlorine. Here, Bernoulli's hypothesis clearly explain about the atoms, but Dalton's atomic theory explain atom is just extremely small particle. It can undergoes the breakdown. Both the concept are contradicted to each, conflict to each other. So, if we will give priority to the Dalton's atomic theory, then Bernoulli's hypothesis is rejected. Again, I will repeat. From the above, it is clear that one compound atom of HCl is formed from half atom of hydrogen and half atom of chlorine. This is the conclude data from the example. But if you think about the Dalton's atomic theory, but according to Dalton atomic theory, an atom is the smallest individual particle, yes, and cannot be broken further. That means it cannot be broken. But here Bernoulli explained that the atom is broken. You can take half atom. So here I will again read. Hence, it is impossible to get half atom, but above reaction show the possibility of one compound atom of hydrogen by using half atom of hydrogen and half atom of chlorine. They are conflict to each other. There is a contradiction on this concept. The Bernoulli's hypothesis goes against the Dalton's atomic theory. So this hypothesis is rejected. After the rejection of the Bernoulli's hypothesis, another hypothesis is proposed, and this is called Avogadro's hypothesis, or it is also called modified Bernoulli's hypothesis. These both Avogadro's hypothesis and Bernoulli's hypothesis are same. Only one difference is that in Bernoulli's hypothesis, you can think about equal number of atoms, but if you think about the Avogadro's hypothesis, here is only the slight change, that is your equal number of molecule. If you think about the Bernoulli's hypothesis is given focus about the equal number of atoms. That means Bernoulli's hypothesis related to the atoms, but Avogadro's hypothesis related to the molecules. So both Bernoulli's and Avogadro's hypothesis are same, but there is a slight difference. That is your in Bernoulli's hypothesis. Bernoulli's hypothesis said that equal number of atom, but here Avogadro's hypothesis clearly explain about the equal number of molecules. So here the statement is just modified. That is your according to this hypothesis, an equal number of all gases contain an equal number of molecule under similar condition of temperature and pressure. Look at the same example which is already given in the Borelius hypothesis, I have again taken the same example, a reaction between hydrogen and chlorine to give the hydrogen chloride. Here the same reaction I have written again, hydrogen plus chlorine gives the hydrogen chloride. Here I have taken 1 volume of hydrogen, 1 volume of chlorine, 2 volume of hydrogen, sorry, 2 volume of hydrogen chloride. Let one volume of all gases contain n molecules. But look at that. If Bernoulli's hypothesis, here I have written let one volume of all gases contain n atoms. But here I have taken n molecules. Let one volume of all gases contain n molecules. Then I can write here n molecule of hydrogen, n molecule of chlorine combine to form 2n molecule. So after dividing n both n, after dividing n to each species, I can write here n by n, here also n by n, here also 2n by n. After cancellation of n, you will find one molecule, here two molecule. Now take half molecule. Now you will take half molecule. Here also you take take one molecule. Divide each species by 2. That means here I can write 1 by 2. Here also 1 by 2. Here 2 by 2. That means cancellation, it gives 1. So finally I can say that one molecule of hydrogen combine, sorry, half molecule of hydrogen combine half molecule of chlorine forms one molecule of hydrogen chloride. Here half molecules of hydrogen means you can take one atom of hydrogen. Here half molecule of chlorine means you can take one atom of chlorine. Here we can think about one molecule of hydrogen chloride. That means from this it is clear that one atom of hydrogen and one atom of chlorine combine to form one molecule of hydrogen chloride. Here look at that. It clearly explains that molecule undergoes that breakdown and form atom. Here molecule undergoes the breakdown to form atom. But if you think about the Bernoulli's hypothesis, here atom undergoes breakdown. So here we can prove that Bernoulli's hypothesis undergoes Dalton's atomic theory, so it is rejected. But if you think about the Avogadro's hypothesis, modified Bernoulli hypothesis, it support the Dalton's atomic theory, so it cannot be rejected. All about your Dalton's atomic theory, postulates of Dalton's atomic theory, and the limitation of Dalton's atomic theory. And I have also covered about the different. I have also covered the Bernoulli's hypothesis statement and some explanation. I have given also an example. Similarly, I have also covered in this class about the statement of the Avogadro's hypothesis, that is a modified Bernoulli's hypothesis, and I have given an example in the to explain the Avogadro's hypothesis. In last note of this class, then you will go to the description. A link is given. You click the link and download the class note. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.